Many people are telling me, oh, I wish I could be frugal like you. And I'm like, what's stopping you? You can be frugal like me. You can be even more frugal. So, what skills do you need to actually be frugal? In reality, being frugal does take some skills and abilities. You can't just decide, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna start being frugal, and all of a sudden you already know how to save money on everything, and you cut out all the unneeded expenses, and you know how to do the things by yourself so you don't have to spend any extra money. Yeah, that doesn't really happen right away. It does take skills and abilities to save money. And to get better at saving money, it's not just enough to know all the information from like maybe reading stuff, from watching somebody's video, or from what somebody tells you. You need skills, and in order to get skills, you need to do lots of practice. So practice makes it perfect. You have to, like, if you want to learn how to bake pies, for example, you probably have to bake 20 or 100 pies in order to be really good at it. So what skills do you need to actually be frugal? The skill number one that's very important is to be able to keep track of things, and especially keep track of your money and budgeting. So you need to, some people have to have some kind of planner or do it on a paper, where they have to keep track of everything, when each bill is due and all that things. But I'm just not used to having everything on the papers. I do write some important appointments and stuff in my notes on my phone, but other than that, I usually know. I usually remember the dates that my bills are due, and I don't know. I have weird memory because I do remember prices of everything for at least a day or so. Like if I bought something, I remember how much I paid for it usually, but that's not something most people do, I guess. So for most people, they would need some kind of notebook at least to write down everything, or have some kind of calendar where they put which day the bills are due, which day they have appointments, which days something else they need to do, because sometimes if you don't do the stuff on time, it costs you money and all the extra hassle. Another frugal skill you might need is to be good at homemaking, is to be good at cooking frugally, which is like not wasting any food and use simple ingredients to make good things. Instead of maybe something more expensive, you can use a cheaper ingredient to get the same result and quality of food. Cleaning also, or laundry, it could be as expensive as you want it to be. You can still get good results the cheaper way than spending a lot of money on fancy cleaners or like those disposable wipe stuff thingies. Those are too expensive. So if you learn to use rags and to do your laundry the frugal way, and make your own cleaners, that's a skill to master, and that will save you a lot of money. Also, if you're good at homemaking, you can learn to get good quality of food for your family, for not without spending more money. Like I get goat milk from my goats, eggs from my chickens, which is a little bit more work, but it costs me less to get that than maybe buying the cheaper version of it in the store. And it does take a lot of work, but it doesn't cost more than buying the cheaper stuff. Also, like setting the good temperature in your house, whether you need it, especially for heating. I use the fireplace, my wood oven or wood stove. Yeah, that saves us a lot of money on our heating bill, and we still get warm in the house, so we're being warm without spending a lot of money. So basically, it does take a skill to get better quality things like food, clothes, and other things for less for your family. So you're not spending more, but you're still getting good or even better quality of environment or nutrition for your family. Another frugal skill that's good to have is to learn to do some home maintenance and home improvement. I mean, even the people who have never worked at any like place like doing construction or whatever, they can still paint whenever a room needs to be repainted. They can still be able to do some yard work whenever, instead of hiring somebody. I mean, I understand like some special specific work, like when you need your plumbing or like electric things to be fixed. Yeah, that's something average person cannot do, but most people can do the easy stuff, especially the stuff that needs to be constantly done, like not only maintaining your house stuff, but like keeping stuff clean so it doesn't like get old and destroyed too fast. Another very important frugal skill to have is to be shopping smart, know your best prices and buy those best prices, and like when you find the deals, know which deals are good, which deals are just they're in the ad to lure people into the store, make them think it's a good deal. But you know, if you kept an eye on the deals before, you might know that if it's usually cost, you can get some, most of the time for 99 cents. There's no point paying like $1.50 for it. Also negotiating the deals, like when your phone or internet company raises the rates and stuff, or if you still have cable, you might use that too, or like your insurance company, if they raise the rates, you can switch to a different company, or you can tell them like that and that company has this price. If you're willing to match it, then I can stay. But you know, it does take extra work and some skill to get better price for the same service or coverage. Another frugal skill is the homesteading. If you have space to in your yard to get some free food, like maybe it's from your animals or from your garden. I mean, I haven't planted a garden in 2 years because I'm just way too busy, but we do have some fruit trees and grapes that are still plants, food plants. But I'd rather have more chickens because I see more return from spending like an hour a day on the chickens than like spending constant hours on growing some tomatoes. It's just more return for my time and amount of work. That's why I do more of the animals than plants. Plus plants is only like summertime. Winter I grow some a couple things like some green onion and some strawberries in the pots, and they grow year round, but you know, they don't take any work, but it's just I don't know, it's, you don't get much from them either. So in order to save more money and be more frugal, you might want to improve those frugal skills. Also remember, the practice makes it perfect. The more times you practice doing something, the better you get at it, and you'll just it'll be easier. Also, if you think you don't have any more ideas how to save more money and be more frugal, then you can look for some videos that can help you save more money. They can provide you some information, like you can try this and this way because this way might save you more money. And yeah, maybe you have some friends who are very frugal and are able to save money. You can ask them how they do it. So I hope you guys can be more frugal. This is how you can improve your frugal skills, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.